Okay, so in this lesson, we're going to kick things off by learning the chords as well as the chord progression that is going to form the foundation for our minor blues. If you want to be able to play a minor blues authentically, you are going to need to know these chords as well as this progression. Okay, so let's take a look at the chords. Now, these chords that we are going to be playing are seventh chord extensions. We're going to be playing some minor seventh chords. We're going to play a major seventh chord. And we're also going to play a seventh chord, which is sometimes referred to as a dominant seventh. Let's take a look at our first chord. I want you to form an A minor chord. Simply take your third finger away to expose the open G, and that will give us an A minor seventh. So following on from our A minor seventh, we're now going to learn a D minor seventh. Let's start off with the D minor chord. Now, this chord's a little bit harder to form compared to the A minor seventh, where we only remove one finger. What we're going to do is we're going to take the note that your third finger is playing on the B string, and we're going to drop it down to the first fret. Now, to be able to play this chord, you're going to have to bar across the top two strings at the first fret with your first finger, hold the second fret of the G string with your second finger, and play the open D. It's a little bit like if you play an F major chord, it's a little bit like the top of the chord, just taking away your third finger and playing the open D string. So there's your D minor seventh chord. On to the next chord for our minor blues progression, and this is where we start to mix things up a little bit, and we're going to play an F major seventh chord. Now, to start off with, let's form an F major chord just on the top four strings. You're going to have that partial bar there holding the top two strings at the first fret. Now, the F major seventh is a really straightforward variation on this chord. All you're going to do is remove that bar and just play the first fret of the B, so we have an open top E. So there you have your F major seventh chord. Our final chord of our chord progression for our minor blues is going to be an E seventh chord. This is a really straightforward chord for you to learn. Take an E major chord and simply remove the third finger to expose the open D string. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to play through the chord progression that makes use of the A minor seventh chord, the D minor seventh chord, the F major seventh chord, and the E seventh chord. I'm going to play through all of the chords in order so that you can learn the chord progression. I'm just going to play a single strum at the beginning of each bar. We're going to practice this along with the click. And as I'm playing through it, I'm going to speak out the chords for you so you can learn the progression and maybe try playing along with me. Okay, A minor seventh to start. D minor seventh. Back to A minor seventh. Another bar of A minor seventh. Here we go, D minor seventh. 2, 3, 4, one more bar. Heading back to A minor seventh. And another bar. Get ready for F major seventh. Leading to E seventh. Now we head back, A minor seventh, one bar. And now our final bar of E7. When you're learning these new chord extensions, try to visualize them around the standard major and minor shapes that they are formed from. In doing so, you will stand a much better chance of remembering the chords. Okay, so now it's your turn to practice our new set of seventh chord extensions, as well as practice our 12-bar minor blues chord progression that incorporates all of these new chords.